All right, folks, it's time to shift topics and start talking about how we categorize and label people and how that can lead to us treating them differently. I do have my co-host today because he needs the snuggles right now. Now he's done with me. Okay, be free, young man. So, we have to talk about stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination. A natural starting point is defining those terms and explaining how they're different, giving a few examples. So, what is a stereotype? And I think I have addressed this in previous videos, but here it is again if you need it, or if you haven't had it before, haven't seen those videos. A stereotype is a generalization. A generalization is when you take an entire group of people and you perceive them or describe them as far more similar than they actually are. In fact, with a stereotype, you assume that all members of a particular group are the same in a certain way. You might have a stereotype about cat ladies, ladies who have cats. Maybe you think that all cat ladies are lonely, or that all cat ladies have lots and lots of cats, and all cat ladies are single, something like that. Now, are there some cat ladies who are single? Yes. Are there some cat ladies who have lots and lots of cats? Yes. Is that true of all people, all ladies who have cats? No. All right, you might think, well, that's no big deal. Who cares about that stereotype? That's not really a harmful stereotype. But the thing about stereotypes, by their nature, since you cannot have a group of people who are all exactly the same, it is a guarantee that you're going to be wrong in at least some situations, some circumstances. And that harm can lead to just false information, misinformation. It could also lead to things like prejudice. What is prejudice? I'm sure you've heard the term before. What exactly does it mean? Prejudice is centered in emotion, all right, an emotional feeling towards a group of people. It's an emotion-centered judgment or evaluation about people based on their perceived membership in a particular group. So you might have a stereotype about a particular group, and then you can develop prejudice about that particular group. So prejudice involves feelings, thoughts and feelings about that particular group of people. What kind of prejudice could we have? Maybe you have stereotypes about people in same-sex relationships. Right? Maybe when you see what appears to be two men, two women together holding hands on the street, you might have a stereotype. You're like, oh, those same-sex couples. Oh, those same-sex couples, they are all, insert stereotype here. Maybe you think that they are all misguided in some way. Maybe you think that they always have a situation where one plays a male role and one plays a female role. By the way, that is a false stereotype. And so that could lead to prejudice where you can say, and for that reason, I hate that group of people. I dislike that group of people. That sort of situation, that's prejudice where you're like, oh, I don't like them. And you could have prejudice in the direction of liking a group of people, just because of your beliefs about that particular group. All right, so sometimes because of our prejudice, we can treat people differently. We can engage in discrimination. Discrimination involves actual behavior, actually treating people differently because of their group membership or perceived group membership. So this is unfair or unequal behavior toward a particular group or members of a group. And it can go in the favorable or unfavorable direction. You could afford higher status to one group and say, okay, I like your group. I got good prejudice towards your group. I'm going to treat you better than this other group. Or you can have discrimination where your unfair treatment leads to people missing out on opportunities. Like maybe you have prejudice towards same-sex couples, and so you say, you know what, I am a wedding venue. I am not going to deliver services to same-sex couples. You're discriminating against same-sex couples. You're engaging in discrimination. Now, is discrimination illegal? Well, in some situations, yes. In other situations, no. There are some situations where you can get away with discrimination with no legal sanctions. It depends on what is stated in the law in whatever place you happen to live in, or if it's enforced, or how people interpret the law wherever you live. And so discrimination, unlike the other two involve stuff internal in your mind, discrimination involves actual observable behavior, actual differential treatment, treating different groups of people differently. So you can have stereotypes, prejudice, or discrimination based on a variety of factors. So you can have gender stereotypes. You can have racial discrimination. You can have religious prejudice. There are all sorts of things that can factor in to forming these three things, for lack of a better word. All right, so a lot of times we do give a lot of attention to particular types of stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination, but really anything that can group people can lead to these things forming. You can have stereotypes about hair color. Like one thing that was popular when I was in high school were blonde jokes. People love to tell blonde jokes, and typically they were they were the version of, well, yeah, blondes are dumb. Also, there were some people I know who would prefer to date people of a particular hair color or with particular appearance features. That's not the type of grouping that we often give a lot of attention to, but yes, that counts too. It can even be something like you may not like a group of people who have a particular job. Like, oh, you have that job. I don't like people who have that job. That would be prejudice. And then you don't hang out with that person. You don't befriend that person. You're discriminating against them. All right. So these terms are going to come up again and again and again in the social psychology videos that I will be making after this one. And so it's good to keep these terms straight: stereotype, prejudice, and discrimination.